Okay. Hello. Sorry about that.
It's no problem.
Okay. Hi guys. For those who are joining, um, today we are going to have a live chat. It's my first live stream, and I'm kind of excited. But yeah, so I believe people will join, and I'm just excited because I have an amazing young lady, very beautiful. I know, like,
Haha.
maybe shopping and all that. I could definitely say beauty, brains, and I don't know. When I see Gloria, I see a lot of potential. I see the a representation of a young lady and someone who is working really hard, and I'm personally inspired by what you do. So,
Thank you.
so yeah, you're welcome. So for those who are joining, thank you so much for coming to support me. I'm sorry I'm here by myself today, and my husband is quite busy with work, and it was not very easy to put that, have him with us. But yeah, let's keep going. I do hope more people will join before you can introduce yourself, and yeah, I'm really excited because someone said it's so dark back home we can't see Gloria.
Sorry, I had to sit where you don't get the background noise, and I don't know if I move again whether the sound will come back, but maybe I'll move later.
Maybe you could, I don't know, try
All
whatever.
right, I mean it.
Yeah, that looks so much better.
Is it better here?
Yeah, it's better. We can see very well. Thank you, Liz, for that
Okay.
comment. It was a comment from a friend. Where are you? That place kind of looks familiar. It's a beautiful
Elephante
background.
Commons.
Oh wow, I love that place. They really have good coffee. Now you're advertising.
Yeah.
They really have good coffee. It's one spot I love to be at when I'm back home. And yeah, I do miss home by the way.
Okay. Yeah, we do miss you here as well.
So tell me how you've been. Let my people who are watching know how you have been, what's going on, before you can officially introduce yourself. What is cooking? I mean, what is really happening there?
Yeah. So I've been okay, just a little busy, and it's been so hot here, and we've been experiencing a couple of drizzles. So yeah, for once, it's exciting to have the rains back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Everyone has been telling me it's like seriously hot, and I was having a phone call with my mom, and she was like, "It's that kind of heat, you know. People should know how hot it is. It's like 38 degrees Celsius back home, and
39,
nah,
40.
oh my
Yeah.
god, that kind of
Yeah.
heat. You know, the funny experience about that is usually like, um, in most homesteads in Africa, we have our homes and our bathrooms and the places of convenience are outside the house. So
Mm.
I've had this experience where you go out, you take a shower, and you don't even need like a towel, but you just walk, 2 minutes and get
Yeah,
into
and you're dry.
when you reach, you're already dried, your body is dried. You wash clothes, you hang them for 5 minutes in the sun and they're dry. So
Yeah,
I
true.
I understand what that means. So I don't know, maybe we can go ahead and just start off. Other people will come in and join us. I don't know. How do you feel about this?
Yeah, I think it's fine with me. We can get started right now. That's
Okay,
okay.
okay. Let's go ahead and start off with an introduction.
From me?
Yeah, okay, maybe I should start. Hi, everyone. My name is Vivian Scott, and I'm from Uganda. And right now I live in the US. So, I'm excited because we're going to host somebody amazing who's going to introduce herself like now. Yeah.
All right. So, hi. Thank you for having me, Vivian. My name is Gloria Diero. I'm from Uganda, and right now I'm based in Gulu,
Mm,
in Northern Uganda. Yes.
so interesting. So yeah, you're very young, but I see the things you do are like I don't know how to say it, but yeah. I really am inspired and I want to know and let everybody out there know how you started this business and what do you do? Who is Loremi? And how did you come up? Like, how did you start and when did it start? What was the thing that inspired you to start this business? And maybe you can explain to my viewers what you really do and and then go on and say how you started it.
Okay. So, I'm the CEO and founder of Loremi Tours. It's a domestic and inbound tour operator based in Gulu district in Northern Uganda. So, Loremi Tours is a business I started in 2018, and I started it from Kitgum. That's where I'm originally from, my hometown. And yeah, so we offer a number of services in the tourism industry in Uganda. We conduct safari tours, we have local experiences, more of cultural tours, and actually, so we have very many actually cultural tours, and we offer flights to Gulu City, the first of its kind. Uh, we offer car hire services and generally just plan and conduct trips for people. Yeah.
That's amazing. And
Yeah.
I'm personally intrigued because I was part of that tour. I had that, I don't know, that amazing trip with Loremi tours in Uganda, and I must say I have never forgotten about that trip. Going straight into the local community. I personally grew up in Kitgum. I was born and raised in Kitgum, and um, I must say there's so many people out there who still do not understand the basics of their own culture. I am a proud actually that there's so many things right now that I do not know. I want to learn. And literature has opened my eyes to that. I mean, I grew up and I didn't even know how shea butter was made. And our local community is doing something. People are doing that. And, you know, it's just amazing. It was really an amazing journey for me, and and I think that is something that I'm here to highlight today.
Nice.
Yes, I'm here to highlight that today. I'm so much empowered by that community involvement, especially, and there is just too much to learn from. So I appreciate that. So is this your first business?
No, it's not my first business.
Okay.
My first business was in the fashion industry. Like
Oh,
every other young person in Uganda, of course, we express ourselves through fashion. So it makes sense that I started initially through having a fashion business. I had a clothing store.
wow. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay, so you started by running a fashion business, and
Yes, I
then
did.
it transitioned into tourism. So
No, didn't transition.
it was a different
uh,
business.
it was a different business.
Okay, okay. So what made you
So
choose tourism?
Okay, so like I said, I was based in Kitkun before. Maybe I could
Mm.
actually tell you how just my journey as a business person started. So
Yes,
I
yes, yes.
started my clothing business. It was called Addie's Closet while at the
Mm.
university. And at the time I was graduating from university, I wanted to now have a proper space because before I was more of styling people.
Mm.
And I remember asking my mom. instead of having a graduation party, they should just give me that money to set up a business with.
That
And of
was
course,
amazing.
as expected, I ended up not having the party or getting the
Mm.
capital, so I had to get a job. And I
Oh.
managed to get one in Kitgum. So I saved up and started a clothing store.
Mm.
And that's because, of course, I was passionate about fashion. And
Yeah.
then something else that I really liked was also travel, although I not
Mm.
had the opportunity to do it so much because, of course, I didn't have the resources to.
Mm.
So when I was running my store, it was close to one of the major hotels in Kitgum at the time, that is Boma Hotel.
Mm.
So
Mm. Mm.
Kitgum is the last major stop for most tourists as they're heading to Kitepo. So a
True.
number of them used to stop in my shop, and I managed to make a number of friends, and they used to ask me why I was actually not in the tour business. And then I
Mm.
was like, oh, I actually want to travel, but I don't know about setting up a business in tourism. So
Mm.
when I realized there was actually no company offering that, and so many of my friends had never been to Kidepo, I
Mm.
decided to, start planning and conducting tours for them. So that's how I started Loremi Tours. And the name
Mm.
Loremi I just derived from the Luo word
Mm.
Anacholitam, which is Loremi, which means your
Mm.
friends. Because at the time, of course, I was mostly looking at
Oh.
how I can simplify travel for my friends.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. That's quite inspiring. And those are the kind of friends, friends do actually help a lot. And I'm glad that you did that. Personally, growing up in Kitgum, I had never had a chance to travel. I think I've been to Kidepo only once, and I must highlight that you saw a problem and you figured out a solution, and
Yeah.
that is something that we all need to do. I mean, I'm personally motivated and inspired by that because today the world needs solutions. There's so many problems, and if we're able to identify a problem, then we can be able to come up with solutions to such problems. So you really did a good job with that. So what are some of the services and products that you offer? And someone is asking to if you can highlight that again.
All right. So, as I mentioned earlier, we're a domestic and inbound tour
Mm,
business, but we're also a social enterprise. So,
mm,
our mission is to simplify travel and
mm,
promote inclusive tourism that empowers the community and integrates tourism as a means of sustainable livelihoods in Uganda. So, in line with that mission, of course, simplifying travel, there were no flights happening to Gulu, which is one of the major cities that we have here in Uganda. And decided, in line with that, we introduced flights to Gulu. But before that, we were already conducting safari tours to most of the national parks within the country. And then also, in line with inclusiveness, we organize events, most times around holidays, that enable people to have an understanding of tourism and how they can participate in. We also do, let me see, what have I not mentioned? Car hire services and, yeah, hotel reservation and stuff like that. I don't know if you can hear me because I was not able to hear what you were saying. See, I don't know. Can you hear me? Because I can't hear anything you're saying. Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay. Sorry about that. I actually don't know what happened. All right. I just wanted you to tell the viewers if they came to Uganda, how would you take them to the best tour experience, and where would you take them? Like what places, especially in Gulu, Uganda, because Uganda is a beautiful country. Like we are the pearl of Africa, and there's so many amazing things that I'm glad you would want to show them. And if only you can just win them over to yourself.
So if they were able to come to Uganda, of course, I'd bring them to Gulu, to Northern Uganda, where we're best.
Yeah.
For one, we the Acholi people have a very rich cultural heritage.
Mm,
And like you've already pointed out, Uganda is very, very beautiful. And Gulu is strategically located
mm,
between
mm,
two of the major national parks that are worth visiting when you're in Uganda.
mm,
So we do have Kidepo and we have Murchison Falls National Park, and
mm,
those are top destinations that you have to see when you do visit. And beyond that, of course, experiencing our culture,
mm,
we have so many things that would be very beautiful for you to. And these experiences we offer, they're not just one of those where you just observe, you get to participate. For example, you participate in the share production experience. We
yes, yes.
have the actually cultural dance experience. I mean, you've seen the energy, the beauty, and most of these dances come
Mm,
at a time depending on what the event is. We have Larakaraka, which is a courtship dance, very
mm,
energetic, and we have very many foods that are very nice to, of course, try out, and most of them are plant based. So,
mm,
in
mm,
case
mm,
you're vegetarian or vegan, or even not, you'll still be able to enjoy the foods we have here.
mm,
So, yeah, if you were to visit Uganda, I would definitely recommend visiting Kulu, Northern Uganda, Kitgum, all those places. Yeah.
mm. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. It is the
Yes.
first time that I get to hear about a local tour operator who is so passionate about the community and so hardworking and doing all that you can to promote culture. I'm very passionate about culture and what we do as the Choli people. We do have a lot. Um, can you still hear me? Feels like I. Can you still?
Sorry, I got a cold and I was disconnected. I'm
Oh,
here now.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. So I I believe there is a lot of diversity as far as culture is concerned in Uganda, and I, for one thing, I'll keep saying it again. I am really inspired by that, and I would love to see you go far and beyond to promote culture.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, and I see a lot coming. So yeah,
Yeah.
and you have mentioned the ways through which your business helps the community, and that is
Yes.
something that I am also greatly intrigued by. Now, when we look at Uganda, 80% of Ugandan population is the youth, and there is a high rate of unemployment. And you have created this opportunity that actually places job opportunities in the hands of the local community. And I'm personally interested in knowing to what extent you have helped in this area and how much you are still doing to enable and make sure that the local community is actually uh, being active. It's not just the person who is touring, but also the community that is receiving these tourists being involved in this. So, talking about the issue of unemployment and how you are helping the community to solve this. Yeah.
So how we actually do it here is, for one, being a young person,
Mm,
I at one point wanted to pursue formal employment and
mm,
had
mm,
my fair share of experiences of how difficult that was.
true.
And so my experience joining the tourism industries, the number of females within it were not so many. Actually, are
Mm,
quite many, but then most of them tend to fill the lower up positions for the females
mm,
and the young people as well. There was not so much
mm,
flexibility I was seeing in terms of those that were still in school getting employment. So I decided that that's something I would want to change if I had the uh, ability to. And so
mm,
since then, we've been giving opportunities for young people at Gulu University and
mm,
fresh graduates to be able to have a bit of training and gain experience with us.
mm,
And at the same time, of course, by directly having experiences that includes the community, we
mm,
have been able to offer job opportunities for them in the
mm,
craft industry, and also making sure that they're able to participate as tour guides, because
mm,
as most people know or don't know, the region that we are in here
mm.
previously underwent a very long war,
True,
two
true.
decades of it actually, and as a result,
Mm,
tourism within this region is not so developed, and so many
true,
people are not exposed to it. So not many people are benefiting from it.
true.
And our way, of course, of enabling that happens is through ensuring that we engage them more through trainings and, yeah, the opportunities that we're able to have them participate in.
Oh, sure. Nice. Wow, that's interesting. And do you have an estimate of how many youths or young people you have employed? Or like what is the projection like? Where do you see yourself as far as employment is concerned, and especially for the youth?
So far for the young people, exactly, we have had at least 5 people so far.
Hmm,
And I mean, COVID didn't help. There was
I
that point where
know.
we had to lay off pretty much everyone.
Mm,
And then, generally for the community, we've at least managed to train 50 people so far. Although
nice.
now, since we launched the Northern Uganda tourism project, our goal is
Mm,
to at least train 2,500 people in the 2 years that we have between this year and next year,
mm,
so that they can be able to participate as tour guides and
mm,
also have arts and crafts that are able to sell for different guests that are able to visit their
mm.
areas when they travel to these destinations. Yeah.
Wow, interesting. Um, tell us more about what you just said. Is it actually something? I'm sorry I
Northern
didn't
Uganda
hear that.
tourism projects.
Oh, Northern Uganda Tourism Project.
Yes.
What is that? What is it about?
So it's an initiative that we at Loremi had started to
Wow.
enable community participation, engagement, and empowerment in
Mm,
tourism. Because, as
mm,
I stated earlier, very many people are not yet exposed to the tourism industry, and as a result,
mm,
uh, they're just looking on and not really participating in it.
mm, mm,
And
mm,
also, we've had several incidences where we've seen so many natural resources being destroyed. For
mm,
example, the shade trees, so many of them are being cut, and also the cultural resources.
mm,
Since the war affected linkages to the past, we've seen actually people lose so much of their cultural identity.
mm,
So, through this project, we hope to be able to have people understand more what's tourism about, how they can benefit. Because I mean, worldwide, it's been the biggest revenue generator. So
True.
it's something that I believe is in position to be able to change the livelihoods of the people here. So generally, our goal is to integrate tourism as a means of sustainable livelihoods in Uganda,
Hmm.
and the starting point is, of course, from home. So that's surely communities where we're starting from, and hopefully, eventually, we get to move to other parts of the country. But for now, the target is mostly the actually community.
True. True.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow. Amazing. And yeah, this is really amazing. It's amazing. And for sure, this is the time where the Choli people need to stand up for themselves and build a life that they've never had. And it
yeah.
might start with tourism, but I'm sure it can also be through other ways, you know.
Yes.
I've seen people going into sustainable fashion. Like there is so much potential for the Choli people. And I'm here to encourage whoever is watching, please participate. Let's let's grow our community. Let us begin from home. Let us begin with ourselves and change the perspective. You know, the war came and people died, people have suffered and are still suffering in the aftermath of this war. But I mean, we have got all the opportunity, all the people, the resources. Like it's high time we, the youth, did something for ourselves, you know, for our own people to change the perspective. It's time to grow again, you know, and lead towards the life that we want to see our children live, you know. So I look forward to all that you guys are doing, all these initiatives, and I'm sure that you guys are going to lift Uganda at large to another level. And
Thank you.
yeah, and it's amazing. It's amazing. I just don't have the best words to describe it, but I see a lot. And yeah, um, so I believe that even at this level, there are a number of challenges that you have already faced or that you are still facing. And part of the goal of this interview is to create that awareness and potentially get people to partner with you, people who are going to help, you know, get involved in helping and raising this goal that you have for the community through tourism, for Uganda, for Choli people at large. And if you can highlight a number of challenges that you feel are there and maybe need to be addressed, maybe you could use this opportunity to share with the viewers as well.
All right, thank you. So I have a very long list
I
of those,
know.
but I'll just narrow it down.
Okay.
So for one, being a young female entrepreneur, access
Mm,
to credit in Uganda is a bit challenging because of the requirements that they usually need. For example, the collateral security they usually request for, I do not have any of those things: land,
mm,
buildings, and as a result, it makes scaling up of our operations very difficult. So, in terms of
mm,
getting on board more employees that enable us to deliver much more in terms of the work we give, it's very limiting.
mm,
So, currently, in trying to scale up our operations, the resources are very, very much limited. And then realize one of the biggest obstacle also in the tourism industry in Uganda is one of the most crucial components, which is
mm,
transportation. So the solution, according to us, is through localizing the concept very much in terms of transportation to enable access to the local tour destination sites. So the boda-bodas, those are the motorcyclists that most of us use here for transportation. We are training them to be tour guides. But then, of course, the people we have to access to conduct those trainings,
mm,
we don't have enough resources to pay them for all the
mm,
different locations. And also, most of these riders are males, and we want females to participate because
mm.
most of them, of course, are the main income generators of their households.
True,
So
true.
since like I've said, I've had that same challenge of accessing collateral to be able to access credit.
Mm,
They go through that same challenge. So most of them are not integrated into the transportation system. So we want to be able to buy bikes so that we can be able to promote the destination sites that are
mm.
local within here, not just the national parks, and enable people to also easily access them in ways that are much more affordable. So I think that's the one I can give, because otherwise we shall spend the whole time with me giving just challenges. So
And we don't want to talk about only
yeah,
challenges.
yeah,
I really, I don't know, but the idea of having to go tour a place, especially in a local destination, using a boda-boda is just amazing. Let
yeah,
me tell you one experience I had with a boda-boda. I once visited my sister. She was living in Mukono, and we had to jump on a boda-boda, a motorcycle. And you know how sneaky they are. Like they own
yeah,
all the paths on the roads
yeah,
in Uganda. So I had this experience where we had to jump on a boda from Mukono to Kampala, and we had like less than 30 minutes. Imagine, for a long distance. Oh my God, it was amazing. The guy literally felt the fear in me because he was
yeah,
riding so fast. But if I am to relate with a tour, let's say we are visiting a local community and I'm on a border, I can literally see everything. And these guys are amazing. They will talk to you, they will make you know, give you all the information and all the fun.
yes,
It's just amazing.
yeah,
I love that idea. I love that idea. And for sure, if there is anybody out there who has any ways of helping and creating any, I don't know, whatever ideas that can help with training. I'm very sure through this interview, we're going to get to meet people, and I'm sure there are partners, there are people out there who are willing and they could, do something. It's
yeah,
amazing. Amazing. Yeah, I love the
yeah,
boda boda idea. Yeah,
yeah,
so thank you for sharing that. I know there are many challenges, but one by one, we will solve them one at a time, at
yeah,
least. Yeah. And I guess that is what makes part of your work very unique because we haven't seen border borders being integrated into the local, in the real tourism world. And
yeah,
it's just, some places are just out of reach, with
yeah.
our roads, it's just out of reach, and border borders are just the best solution for that.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. And what are some of the things that you feel would help your business to grow at from this point where you're at? What are some of the things that you feel would help you expand your business and help it grow?
All right. So the human resource, we are
Mm,
understaffed. So if you've heard a bit of the things I've mentioned that we do, we
mm,
would need, of course, we would have room to have so many people on board that are able to
mm,
help
mm,
us
mm,
achieve our targets and the goals. But then we still do not have enough resources to
mm,
have
mm,
as
mm,
many people on board. So in case there are people out there who are interested in volunteering their time with us, that would be great. And
mm,
then also, of course, also if you want to, let's say, enable someone gain experience and facilitate at least their welfare for the time that they're with us, that would be very good. And yeah, in terms of the training, um,
mm,
we're just developing different manuals because this is a concept that has not been fully implemented within the country. So
mm,
everything we have to develop from scratch, and that needs a bit of resources for it. So
mm.
yeah, I feel
Wow.
those are ways that we can be supported. And of
Mm,
course, please follow us, give us your feedback on the work that we do.
mm,
Because I
mm,
mean, we have these ideas, but I know also out there you may not be actively involved within the tourism space, but you have
mm,
input that could be very useful for us. So follow us, engage with us, and yeah,
mm.
yes.
So your Facebook names are Loremi Tours. They can
Loremi
follow your
Tours,
name.
yes, on
Mm,
Facebook, Instagram,
mm,
Twitter, on LinkedIn,
mm, mm, mm,
yeah,
mm.
on those
Oh,
spaces over there. Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Interesting. Okay. So, one of the reasons why I had to get in touch with you is because um, we do hope to create a platform for young people, especially young women who are business oriented, and
Yeah.
and um, and those who are in small businesses, small startups, and considering communities. For example, community involvement is a very big deal for me. It's something that I
Yeah.
really I will continue to highlight here. Then there are a number of people out there who are starting their businesses, but they are stuck. And I do hope to give them a platform. Um, Maybe currently we're developing a website where we're going to have a platform for these small businesses so that they are given an international uh, footage somewhere where they can be reached out. We don't want your business to suffer only at a local level. We need people out there. There's so many people out there who are willing to support, but they want to see the work that you do. They want to see a great cause and the reason behind the business. I know we all want businesses, we all want to make money, people want to be rich and do this and that, but what is the goal behind your business? And that is what I'm really interested in. So, if you were given donations, what would you do with these donations? And what would be your long-term goals? I'm sure in the little time that we have interacted, you have laid out a couple of these goals and the things that you're really interested in making worth and promoting tourism and giving back to the community as well. So I want you to give a word of advice to people out there who are trying to start their own business. And despite the challenges that they are facing, I would also want you to speak out to someone out there and and let them know what you would do if you were given a big a hand, in your
Yeah.
business, because that is what I
All
want to
right.
see. Go on.
Okay. You asked about the advice I have for people who are
Yeah,
just
yeah.
starting. So
Mm-hmm.
if you had me talk earlier, I mentioned how I generally started business.
True, true.
Um, and I didn't have capital, and for most people they believe that's like the most, I mean, it's one of the most important resources that you need, but it's not the only one.
True, true, true.
So personally, I actually, by 24, I had already resigned from former employment because I'd gotten a little bit of money that I could use to be able to inject into business. So I
Mm,
was like, my goal, I mean, I feel like I just want to do full-time entrepreneurship.
mm,
And I decided that I wouldn't work for like 5 years, how we usually plan out. Like I'll work between 5 to 10 years and then have the money I need to start the business. So for
mm,
me, the plan, I realized along the way that there's more we invest in terms of
mm.
the time that you put in. So, with time, you gain better experience, you acquire
True.
very relevant skills.
Mm,
And so I mean, now when I speak, of course, you can see that over the years, I've been able to gain a bit of knowledge because I didn't
true.
initially study tourism, but it's from being within that space
Mm,
that I was able to see how best I could grow. And
mm,
I believe so. Instead of just fixating on the capital, please
mm,
invest the other resources that you have. Gain the necessary skills and invest
mm.
your time. And yeah, eventually it pays off, and you figure out other ways to be creative to have your business
True.
exist,
Mm,
which helps you differentiate also from
mm.
the competitors that you have. So not having enough capital can also be in your favor, because with me what it helped is in terms of just being able to appreciate the creativity that you're able to maneuver with to be able to achieve certain goals. So one of the greatest values that now I have for the business is creativity.
True.
And it's because of the experience of course, not having certain things available, and you just had to be creative, and doing so were able to differentiate from other service providers within the same space.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, amazing. Wow, I'm really impressed. I've learned so much myself, and I must say I'm really impressed by this. And we are going to grow in this together, and it's amazing so far. I just want to encourage people out there that let them not give up. Let them start with what they have, and we do have many people around us, like Gloria here, with a lot of motivation, and we can learn from each other. We're about, growing together as a community. And I must
Yeah,
really
true.
appreciate, Gloria, what you do. Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
So, guys, if you're still out there watching, I know many people will get to watch this, and yeah, share, and slowly by slowly we'll grow into it. So, yes, guys. So today we've had this amazing conversation with Gloria Adiero from Kitgum. Kitgum is, by the way, my homeland. I will keep saying that again and again and again. Yeah, I come from Kitgum myself, and I just
Yeah.
got to know that you're also from Kitgum through this interview. So you're my sister from another mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I would personally encourage people to be involved. Let us not give away our cultural identity. There's so many things that can brainwash or take us away from, who we really are. And by getting involved with Loremi tours, you get to experience a lot. There is so much. This is just the start. This is just the beginning of a wonderful experience. And I'm so grateful to be the one to host you today. And I can just promise that there's a lot that is going to come. And it's just a
Can't
matter of
wait.
time. I can't wait. I
Yeah.
would definitely come back home and want to have this local tour experience with Loremi. Just be rest assured that Vivian is coming with the whole tribe. We want
Yay.
to come and experience the Choli culture. We want to go
Yes.
to Makishan. We want to visit all these wonderful places together as we
Yeah.
impact on each other's lives and so on and so on. Yeah. So, guys, please follow Loremi Tours on all their social media
Yes.
handles. We talked about Twitter, Facebook,
Instagram, Facebook.
Instagram.
Yeah.
What else? I don't know. There's so many.
LinkedIn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah. So, if you, I guess there is a comment. Someone is here saying, "Oh, okay, me too. I'm from Kitgum. We live for Pandwang."
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually live near Pandwang, Northern Face. If
Mhm.
only you could show us your face here. Yeah, we're all from Northern Uganda and we
Yeah.
appreciate each other. Yeah. So I'm so glad that we had this chance to talk and air out a few things. And I know, like, I'll keep promising there is more. There is more that is coming. And yeah, and Gloria, you are on number one on my list. So when anything
Ah,
comes,
yay.
yeah, when anything comes, we will let you know. We want to grow
All
and
right.
come back here and show people that, yeah, what you're doing is really a great cause, and we appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, this was really an amazing interview, and being my first live stream, I don't know what to say, but I'm excited, I'm happy, and I'm
Well
glad it was
done.
you. Thank you. Okay, so I don't have any more to say, but I'm just so grateful. I'm grateful for you giving us your time and being the busy lady that you are. You gave us all this, this whole hour just to sit here and listen to you. And I'm grateful to that. And I pray that God will use you to change Uganda. God will use you
Amen.
to change actually people. No, those are prophecies.
Thank you. Amen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm so grateful. Yeah. Okay, so if you have a word or two, then we can say bye to the audience. And yeah, from the comments that I have seen, people have appreciated you. And Liz said, yeah, oh, good. We can now see her beautiful face. Yeah. I mean, what
Yeah,
can I
you saw
say?
so
It's
many of
all
it
there.
with the sun setting, the dark part of it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You're beautiful. Yeah, I
Yeah,
really appreciate this time. Yeah.
yeah.
Say bye to the audience, and we'll always link up and keep in touch and work together for sure.
All right. So thank you so much, Vivian, first of all. And for all of you who spared your time for this interview, thank you
Mm,
very much.
mm,
Hopefully, you're able to one day travel with us. And yeah, looking forward to interacting more with you. Please follow
mm,
us. And
mm.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Gloria. Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah.